The Joining Forces program is led by Dr. Biden and the First Lady have invited all of the finalists. So actually all 20 of the finalists get to go to Washington, D.C., go on a tour of the White House, the Pentagon, the Capitol building. And then on Wednesday the 11th, there's actually going to be a ceremony on the South Lawn of the White House where all of the recipients will be recognized, meet the First Lady, meet Dr. Biden. I don't know if maybe the president will wander in, but fingers crossed. But then there also will be a program on Tuesday where the winners, the top 6 winners, are invited to meet with Dr. Biden and the wife of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, to come in and talk about what we've actually learned as working with military families, what works, what doesn't work, what's really impactful, what's not. And I'm pretty excited about that because we actually have learned a lot since we established the foundation in 2006 of what really impacts military families. When we established the foundation, we knew we wanted to do something related to higher education, to open up more doors for military families. And instead of just coming up with an idea and starting it, we actually interviewed military families to ask them what they needed. And so we've, not only from that experience, but with the last several years, we've learned a lot about what will help. And so in addition to the scholarships for the kids, which most people think about scholarships for college, a really impactful part of our program is our spouse grant program, where we actually just give them a one-time grant for $5,000. They can use it for anything they want as long as they prove they're in school. And that has been huge because you have a lot of military families that are literally making $20,000 a year. Mm-hmm. And somehow these spouses are taking care of kids, going to work, their spouses are deployed, and they're trying to go to school at the same time to better the lot for their families. And so anything we can do there by not restricting it to just tuition or something along those lines has really made a big difference. They're able to pay for childcare, you know, gas to go to school, computers, just about anything they need. So that's been really great. But our very first year, we met a young girl named Brandy who had been selected as one of her recipients. And we actually went to Fort Polk, Louisiana to present her the award. And we met her dad. He was back from a deployment. She's a fantastic girl. She's actually in grad school right now. She finished her undergrad, is in grad school, and is going to go to medical school next year. But her dad sat down with John Pacern and I and started telling us a story. And he said that over the holidays, he had been deployed in Afghanistan. It was his 3rd deployment, I think. He had been gone so much that he was just so worried about his kids. And he really was concerned that he was hindering his kids' futures and his family by being deployed and being in the military. And he was so worried about it. And then come right about Christmas, because the first year we actually awarded right around Christmas, which was a great thing to do. Brandy got the call from me, and I still remember making the call, telling her that she had won this scholarship. So she got to call her father and say, "Dad, the reason I won this scholarship was because you're in the military." And he said it just changed everything. Like for a second there, he realized that actually by being in the military, being deployed, all of these things, it had been hard, but it allowed his daughter to get at the time it was a $40,000 scholarship. Now it's $50,000 to go to college and really change her life. And I still remember how we both kind of cried when we heard the story, but I've never forgotten it.